Hello everybody, welcome to the 2014 Kiper League Draft, live from the beautiful Harrison Casino, Estate and Spa. One person not here tonight. It's Bert Friedland, suspended indefinitely from the Kiper League for the rest of the life. The gentleman has no intentions to return. We are disgusted by his actions, and we will no longer affiliate him with this league. But we move on. Tonight is a very special night. It is one of the best nights of the year. Tonight we tell you who is picking where, and we give you a little bit of analysis of each player. We're going to start with a guy who was not in the league last year because of a one-year suspension. He threatened the family of Chad Flowers. He threatened me. He's now known as Playgirl Centerfold. And looking at this Playgirl right here that the estate subscribes to, I don't see this guy on here because he is not Playgirl material. As a matter of fact, he needs a dentist. His name is Solon, and he is picking number 4 overall. But again, this is not a beauty contest. This is a fantasy football league, and he is a Hall of Famer. He is the final champion in a disaster league called the TDFL, and now he's back in Kiper, and he picks 4 overall. So the next pick we're going to go to is the guy that finished dead last year. He is behind the camera, TS Productions, formerly known as I'm Giuseppe Franco, now known as Wash Your Ass. I don't know what to say about TS. I mean, the guy wins a championship 2 years ago. He looks better, but do you have faith in TS? I don't. I believe that this guy will finish between 9 and 12. He now is in a new stadium, Diet Dew Stadium, no longer Dew Stadium. He's picking 10 overall, so again, not a great spot for TS. I don't like where he's at. The next guy is from the Midwest. His name is Brent Hulk. He is known as Ghost. Now he is known as Cyclone Nation. A terrible football coach, a wonderful human being. He picks number 7 overall, and I just have no faith in Ghost. He is a horrendous coach. I don't know how he still has a job in his final year of contract. The next guy is K-Rob. He had a horrible year last year. Typically a guy who does pretty well, now known as Blake's College Fund. He gets the, looks like the 9th overall pick. Not a great spot to be in, but he is picking in front of TS. That's going to help him out a lot. A guy that finished just ahead of him is Big Bryce, a gentleman who did not make the playoffs last year. He is a perennial winner. He is a Hall of Famer, and now he finally gets his wish. He's wanted to be number 1 for all these years. He is the 1st overall pick. A guy that finished just ahead of Bryce last year is Bugsy Bernard Friedland, obviously going through a terrible fantasy career now that he is a father. He's also facing a lot of allegations in his dental business, a couple allegations off the football field with little boys. These things add up. And when they add up, you cannot be a good football coach. So the last 2 years, he has not made the playoffs, and he's picking 6 overall. So I think that's a pretty tough spot for Mr. Friedland. The number 6 seed last year, Fat Little Girlfriend's now known as Uncle Fresh Legs. He adopted the name Fresh Legs after really wanting Ryan Matthews 2 years ago. That led to a lot of controversy. It led to death threats. But Uncle Fresh Legs has changed his season last year. He's changed his persona, and he's the number 12 overall pick for Flad Showers. Finishing slightly ahead of him last year in the regular season is the defending Super Bowl champion, Indian Cowboy, adopted the name for famous handicapper, Mr. Cowboy in Alabama. Encore Agarwal is a doctor. He's not a great dancer, we know that, after an MCL tear, but he's a great coach, and he is on the road to a Hall of Fame, and he's in a great position at number 3 in this draft, picking 3rd overall. Going straight to the Sunshine State, once again, another Florida Gator, Stu Friedland, who consistently underachieves. Now back home in Boca Raton, heading back up to Gainesville in the fall. He's better than Bird, which doesn't say a whole lot. Better than Bugsy, that again doesn't mean anything. But Stu is picking ahead of Bugsy, and he has the 5th overall pick, so I kind of like his spot there. The number 3 seed from last year, Dave Duncan. A guy that owes me money, by the way, and I think he was actually the 2 seed last year, but we're going to still stick with Duncan. A guy that owes me money because he got his butt kicked by me in the third place game. That means absolutely nothing. Duncan, a guy not thin, but he's a guy that knows football. And I tell you right now, he's a guy I fear on the football field. And he's a guy that picks number 8, not a sexy spot, but he's picking near K-Rob, picking near Ghost, picking near TS, some really bad football coaches. The next guy is Jonathan Perry, second-year coach. He finished 3rd in the league last year, lost first round to Fat Little Girlfriends. Jonathan Perry once again gets that high pick. Last year he picked number 1 overall. This year he picks number 2. I didn't think Jonathan Perry would do anything last year. He had a tremendous year. Does not like half-point PPR. Wants a full point in PPR, but again, that was vetoed by the league. So, how much faith do you have in Jonathan Perry? Not much for me. The next guy is Brian Rosenthal. Look, you know, a lot of accusations. He rigs the league. He's won the championship twice. He's finished in the regular season first the last 4 years. He picks number 11 back-to-back years, and once again, for the 5th time in 6 years, he picks next to TS. So the handicappers in Vegas are going to say, Rose, you're in the playoffs. It's a guaranteed lock because you're picking next to TS. And I got to go. I got to say he is. He's guaranteed to make it. He has the 11th overall pick. He picks in between TS and Flad. He's very happy with that. He's traveling to Dallas. He's traveling to Denver. He's traveling to Cincinnati. These are wide receiver picks. Now, this is a quick video. I know it's not as fun without Bird Friedland, but this is the best we can do. I want to thank the Harrison Estate Spa Casino for hosting this extravaganza. The spa is open Wednesday night. TS in the spa, in the Speedo. Join him. I think you'll have the best time of your life. Well, I'm going to pass on that, but you need to come. $99 a night here at the estate on the weekdays. TS in the spa. Like us on Facebook as well. We appreciate it very much, and we will see you Tuesday night, August 26th.